Breaking news, Donald Trump's trying to erase Biden's pardons. I'll say that again. Breaking news, Donald Trump is trying to erase Biden's pardons. I'm going to break down exactly what you should understand. If you are a liberal, leftist, Kamala Harris voters, you come to the right place. Hopefully you're subscribed to my channel. If not, you should be. Let's go. First of all, he just posted on Truth social media, that all of Biden's pardons are non-void. Here's the problem he has. No president's pardons can be non-void. You can't void out a previous president's pardons. He couldn't void out his pardons. When he came in, and when Biden came into office, he couldn't void out Donald Trump's pardons, let alone Donald Trump do that. What Donald Trump is trying to do is usurp the Constitution. Now listen very carefully to me. Listen very carefully. This is where you should pay attention, because everybody else tells you the news. I'm telling you the context and what you need to understand. First of all, let me zoom in, and then I'm going to take it to a helicopter view. The first thing you need to understand very clearly is not only can he not do that, but I'm going to take this a little higher. He cannot usurp the Constitution, okay? I'll take it a little higher, and understand this. For the last 8 weeks, we're entering the 9th week of Trumpism. We got another 199 weeks to go. Yes, I am counting it down. I'm sure you are too. And understand this. He cannot usurp the Constitution because we're a decentralized government of 3 branches with equal powers. And the judicial branch for the last 8 weeks has been smacking his butt down with Elon Vance and everybody else over there in the GOP. And the reason they've been doing it is because it's illegal. Even Trump, Reagan, and Bush appointed judges have sided with us in this fight. How big of a fight has it been? 34 cases in the last 8 weeks, and we've won 33. The only one we didn't win was the right to, he has to give a buyout to federal employees, which is like, yeah, okay. But the whole point I want you to understand is, one, don't freak out over this bull. This is a ruse. This is him trying to cause more papers, more attention to himself. But he has no right to do it. The judges are going to smack him down from the top down. No, he does not own the Supreme Court. He lost his Supreme Court case, and he's going to lose even more over there. You can't just break the law and then expect the judicial branch to say, yeah, let's do that. No, you are just blatantly breaking constitutional law, the very law judicial branch is sworn by to uphold. And what I want you to understand, this is the helicopter view of this. What he's trying to do is give you an appearance of his execution being power. But the reality is his execution is not power. It's disempowering him and is hurting him because his execution is not effective. How do we know that? Oh, yeah, Darren, but I hear you saying that, but how do we know that? 33 wins to 1. And what were those 33 wins? Oh, let's see. He tried to end birthright citizenship despite it being in the Constitution. Federal court said no. He tried to basically decide what he's going to do with migrants and deportations. They said no. You have people who tried to get fired, tens of thousands. And last week alone, there was a judge, Judge Alsop, called it a sham, said no. Return those jobs. He tried to fire over the last 8 weeks the FBI, the CIA, the 18 inspector generals. Everybody got their job back. Everybody. He's tried to freeze trillions of dollars. They unfreezed them. And if you think he ain't listening, they unfreezed them. They brought those jobs back. They are not effing around. Nobody's playing with him. And there are lawsuits coming from organizations like the ACLU, several. There are tons of people who are suing, like college students suing the Trump administration over Elon accessing their Department of Education, their private information. You got the Trump administration getting sued by the American Bar Association and winning. They were one of those 33. understand what happened. Well, what if happens if he ignores it? Darren, he's going to ignore it. No, he's not. He's just going to talk a lot. That's what I want to bring you back in this helicopter view. Overall, he's trying to project his execution over his actual effectiveness, which is not working. And the reason he's not effective, and this is the way that Senator Warren even explained this, when you're president, you're not the one actually doing stuff. There are people under you, lawyers, law enforcement. Those people can not only lose their job and go to jail, they'll lose their license. Now, you might say, well, they'll get pardoned, but they might get pardoned. They might get another job somewhere else, but it won't be a law enforcement or in law when you don't have a law degree. How do we know that would happen? Because Trump has a history of de-lawyering lawyers, losing their license is what I'm saying. They lose their license. Giuliani lost his license. You have a ton of other lawyers who lost their license. You know, the F around and find out is real. So my point is that as he's doing all of this stuff with this isn't real, pardons don't matter. No, that's execution. That's just talk. He's a paper tiger. He's making this noise, but he doesn't have the ability to do that. That's against the law. And law enforcement knows they will lose their job, their freedom, and their licensing if they try to enforce that crap, because the judges will hit them. You might say, but they'll get pardoned. But again, I want to take you back to this. They'll get pardoned, but they won't have their licensing. Same thing with lawyers. They won't have their license. They'll be over. Their career is done. It's self-interest that the people under this man do not listen to him, and they know it. Even if they're pro-Trump, Bondi will lose her license. She will lose her license, and it will be gone. And Trump can't bring it back. She will lose her life. It will be over. Her career will be done. Here's the main thing you got to look at, too. Understand a big, big picture here. These people understand that Trump is only here for another 46 months, less than 46 months, going on 40, 45. He don't have a lot of time. After him, who's going to back that up? Nobody. We're winning. Do not react to this bull or any other bull he brings in this week. We've been killing his gameplay, and we've been showing up. We got this.